Okay, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest that comes to my channel. Now, I'm back better than ever to a normal schedule. Got another video for you guys. We're going to talk about NZXT. If you guys don't know what NZXT is, they are a computer peripheral company slash computer maker slash they sell motherboards. They sell pretty much anything computer-wise. Now, they have a subscription-based service. If you didn't know, they do, where you can rent a PC and then every 2 years you could send it in and get something new. It's good in theory. Microsoft's been doing this for a while with the Xbox All Access. So they kind of took that and ran with it. But here's the caveat. NZXT is screwing their consumers over. And it's unfortunate. Steve from Nexus did a video on this. It's an hour long. Go check it out. It just dives deep into this corruption, scam, and what they're doing to the end user. It's just disgusting to me. And then you have all these tech influencers, all of them, literally saying how great this is, how this is great, how that's great. It's all peaches and gravy and herbs and all the good stuff when it's a scam. What they're doing is they're taking in the common man and the common woman. What it is basically, I have shitty credit. Okay, real life, real talk. I have shitty credit. So they're taking people that have shitty credit, that can't get financed. When you go get a loan, you can't get it. So they're taking that, and what they're doing is they're kind of preying on the weak, kind of. And what they are doing is technically they're going after the common denominator and locking people into contracts to which is absurd. And they're very vague on things, and it goes against a lot of the better business practices in the United States. It goes against a lot of laws. They could be sued really hardcore for, first of all, for the predator type activities they're doing with contracts. They can also be sued for not keeping to the end of their bargain in the agreement where they keep upping the prices. They can be sued. They can be caught liable for that. And they're not being truly transparent. And they're going against laws of lots of states where you have to report 60 days. No, it's more you can wait 3 to 4 months and do it. I believe from Gamers Nexus video is what he said. But you can quote me if I'm wrong. But the point is this. NZXT is a shitty company. I will never buy from them. I had ideas of buying a new case with them to put my current computer into it. I had thoughts of buying a capture card from them. You know, I kind of like what they're doing with certain things, but now I'm not buying from them. They are a corrupted, shitty company. And I'm really disappointed in these tech influencers on TikTok, to Twitch, to YouTube, to Rumble, to any of these platforms. It's just disgusting. It's sad. I'm horrified that a lot of children go and they watch these short form content and they believe in these people, especially Actual Carter PCs, which Gamers Nexus Steve kind of pointed out in their video that, and also Zach's Tech Turf. I'm really kind of disappointed. I'm left baffled that these people were getting paid a shit ton of money to promote a product that was scamming the consumer, especially children. And you have a lot of tech influencers literally sitting back and telling children it's okay to get into programs like this. We should be teaching the young better. This is where the generations, why people are so stupid, because they go and they watch these videos, they listen from these tech tubers and influencers, and they believe in what they're selling. And that's just morally wrong. It's just really wrong. I'm dumbfounded. You know, do never, ever, ever get into a contract that does a disservice to you. Question everything. Have a lawyer look at it. Go and have some type of place look at it that's legal. And make sure that it's a serious binding resolution that you're willing to put your name on. You know, make sure it benefits your credit. Make sure, you know, like credit cards, make sure the APRs are not high. If you have to finance a computer, NZXT ain't it, Chief. You're better off going through a firm to an extent, Zippo, Even a credit card company, to be honest with you, PayPal financing, which their APRs are high, but still, if you want to get a little hosed more, PayPal. But again, I'd rather take them than freaking NZXT penalizing you and upping the financing charges and things like that. Seriously, like, I would rather take PayPal any day of the week over these people scamming and taking advantage of you. Yes, I know PayPal's APR is high. Yeah, I know. But if you really need to and you're that desperate, then PayPal, Zippo, Affirm, credit card company, Citizens, any of these places would be better off for you because you're still going to be paying cheaper long term and you can pay it off instantly. When you go to NZXT and you want to just buy it, maybe rent it for the first month and you like it and you get a good payday and you want to pay it off, good luck. You ain't doing that. And that's a shame. Some people need to build credit so they'll go and they'll buy said NZXT computer thinking that, oh, I could just pay it off next month and my credit shoots up. It doesn't work that way. They want you to stay in financial ruin. That's their idea of financing a computer or renting a PC. It would be like back in the day, it would be like going to Redbox, right? Renting a movie and then them saying, never return it, but we're going to continue to charge you infinitely. It's like, it would be like Gamefly doing the same thing, or Blockbuster back in the day, or Hollywood Video. You know what I mean? So it's disgusting. I find it, these Predator, and I hope no other company goes this way. You better hope that that Dell, HP, iBuyPower, Corsair, they don't get this idea and literally take the same system and think consumers are stupid and they'll do this whole binding resolution shit. I just find it absolutely absurd in 2024 that tech influencers out there like Carter's PC, Zach's Tech Turf, and a whole bunch of these young creators and older creators in my age bracket are all making deceptive content and not being true. Where's the line? And also, where's the integrity? Like, that's the other thing that really blows my mind, the integrity. People are willing to take money than be true to the consumer, true to their audience. And I find that absolutely absurd in 2024. Look, that's why I don't take certain business offers or affiliate offers from certain companies, because I want it to be right for my audience and right for me. I have an integrity. I'll put it this way to you. If AEW or WWE, let's talk wrestling wise, came to me and offered me a bunch of money, I would still be the same person. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I sign a contract. If they do something wrong, I'm going to talk about it. And I don't care if they terminate my contract because I was being real to me and real to you guys, because I feel my ethics and my code of conduct, and also I feel like I have an integrity to you people to be real and uncut and unbiased. And I feel a lot of these tech tubers do. But Rev, you need to understand, they got to put money on their table. And no, you can put money on your table and have ethics. You could be real to an extent. You could be as real as hell and still have money in your pocket. I just don't understand in 2024 with all these tech channels, and not all of them, but some of them this year just getting away with some wild shit. Like Marques Brownlee, you wouldn't think that this guy would be so relaxed and not blur out things, but driving in a school zone 90 to other tech tubers lying. It's just been wild. It's been a wild couple of years of these tech tubers and tech influencers thinking who the hell they think they are. That's why they live lavish, because they're there to screw you. And this is where the old adage comes. Here's my word of advice. Like I said about credit cards, if you really need to go finance a PC, look at each credit card, look what you're getting into, look at each company and see where you stand with those companies and see if you would qualify with your credit. You know what I mean? Don't ever settle. Do not go with this NZXT program. It's ridiculous. It's scamming you. But, excuse me, when you go with any type of influencer out there, you need to be questioning it. You need to be watching different videos. You should be spending an hour watching different reviews and getting different perspectives, then buy said product. You know what I mean? Never ever settle and never listen to these short form content. We're in this day and age where a lot of kids and a lot of the generations, they just sit back and they watch these short form content, and you're only getting part of a pie or part of a glass of water. You're not getting the whole thing. You're not seeing the whole thing. You're seeing digitally edited content snubbed down to like 2 minutes, and that's not content. And in that time, they could do some trickery and bullshit you. To the younger, I feel sorry for the younger generation of people because they don't do any research and they believe in these people and they worship these people. It's sad. And I've been trying to tell you guys, like my college PC laptop video that I had a couple people dislike because they don't want to hear that short form content ain't it, chief. You need to go and form your own opinion. You need to be more educated on when you buy something. And this just shows it. It just proves my point. What Steve from Gamers Nexus, go watch that video. Go watch the hour-long video. It's very educational and it's very informational. Go watch that video and you'll find out what I'm saying. These tech influencers, people worship where they stand. And it's sad because they're lying to you. It just proved my point that not every tech influencer is there to take money and steal your view and lie to you, but the majority are. And you got to be very careful on what you're watching. It's very deceptive content nowadays. And I feel sorry for the generations that are behind me that don't take the effort to go and watch other videos. They're so much in the fast lane because they have to have it and they don't give a shit about anything else. It's sad how this world works. We live in a clown society when it comes to just about everything. And we are, honestly, the United States, we are a laughing stock from a lot of countries, to be honest. And this is why. Because we allow people to take advantage of other people. We allow money to go bad to the good and burn it and all this stuff. And it's like, it's sad. It's sad. We are mocked upon. We used to be a smart nation of people. But I question that every day. So it's like, we live in a clown society. And that's just the way it is. And it's not just us. It's a lot of other nations. But like I said, it's mostly the United States. We sit and we are so gullible to an extent. That's why short form content is winning. And that's why people are pushing shorts. I wish we would go back to an era where long form content was the king of everything. Because in a long form content, you get the beginning, middle, and end of everything. And you learn something. You know, I used to remember when tech tubers had an integrity. I remember when influencers really pushed long form content and you learned something and you also bought product because they gave you good information. We don't do it anymore. And it's sad. These generations that are coming up, I feel sorry for because they don't have the tools in front of them to understand what's going on. They don't have that common sense gene to understand they're getting ripped off or this is a sponsored ad. And a lot of these companies like TikTok, like Rumble, like even YouTube to a certain extent, they don't put any warnings on things to let you know this is a bot paid sponsor. In shorts, you have been warned. And you need to do better by us, the consumer and the viewer. And to younger children that are easily preyed on and they go, oh, mom, dad, I got to have this NZXT. And then they realize once they get it for the kid and they're paying only $120 a month and then it goes up, it goes up, it goes up. We're in a world, in a society that's hard to put food on the table and you do these kind of things, it's not good. NZXT I will never buy from. You can't convince me any day of the week. Their company, I've lost a lot of respect. They would have to do something dramatic for me to buy from them again. And I haven't bought from them in years, and I won't do it now. So we live in a clown society. Companies are taking advantage of the average consumer. They think we're weak, and they're preying on children and teenagers because a lot of these tech influencers that Gamers Nexus was showing off were literally preying on children. And it's sad. It's absolutely disgusting. It is absurd. And I just don't get it in 2024. We live in a clown society, especially here in the United States where I live. We live in a clown society. And we allow a lot of scamming to happen. We allow a lot of people to take advantage. And it's so sad to see. I hope this is a wake up tool for people to wake up and realize that I need to go and do research. I need to go and do the things. You should be watching tons of reviews before buying a product. That is rule 101. You should not just be listening to some tech influencer and just go run out to your local store and buy that said product. Because I had somebody in my comment section that listened to a influencer, ran out and bought their PC because they thought, because they said it was, and then they're now out of return policy, screwed over. It's sad. But this is what these tech tubers do because they know they're going to get money off your view. They're going to get money from the sponsor, and then you're left in ruin. And it's sad. That's why I say watch tons of reviews, watch legitimate places. We all know what the legitimate places are. And just be very careful on what you see and what you hear. End of story. That's all I got to say in this video. And yes, maybe I said some things that are a little off, but when it comes to financing, if you really got to go those options, there's other options than NZXT. Don't get stuck into financial ruin. Think about it before you put your name on something. Like, for instance, if you have to go and be that, there's credit cards out there. Sometimes places offer you a loan anyway. But those are your last resorts. Try to save up and maybe get yourself a nice PC. You can actually build a better PC than what they're offering on NZXT itself. Anyway, my name is RevSauce. I'll have a link to the source down below talking about this issue. I just wanted to bring this to my audience. Guys, be aware. Be aware of companies doing shady shit. And just be smarter when you're buying. I can't say that enough to my audience. Be better when buying stuff. Think about it before you buy. Watch tons of reviews. Make sure you're watching reputable sources like Jay's 2 Cents, Linus to an extent, Marques Brownlee to an extent. The list can go on and on and on and on. Gamers Nexus, Tech Correlation, just Tech Source. There's tons of people out there. Go and find it. Look at the products. Make sure before you buy. Spend an hour before you buy that product. Check if you have same day delivery with Amazon and you have like a couple hours, sit down for about an hour and watch some reviews before you buy. See if it's really worth the purchase. Like, for instance, who I like a lot is Kerry Holtzman to an extent. He goes into depth about mini PCs, routers, modems, things like that. Take advice from somebody like that. Take advice from some of these places. Toasty Bros, you name it. Go down the list. You know what I mean? And yes, like I said, a lot of these tech influencers, yeah, you kind of need to roll your eyes now and kind of go, maybe I need to go look at other reviews. I don't know. I feel sorry for the generation behind me, and I feel sorry for the newest generation that short form content, I've tried to tell you guys this, it's going to come back to eat a lot of people in the ass because it's not the best. And a lot of people report nowadays and run hit pieces on people over short form content instead of going and watching the whole video and getting an understanding. That's just sad in 2024. My name is RevSauce9. This video has gone on too long. Do not buy another NZXT product. Trust me, they need to get hit in the wallet hardcore. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.